guys, welcome to my channel. We're back to solving BODMAS or BIDMAS. So we've done BODMAS 1, 2, 3, 4. Today is 5. So if you haven't watched the previous ones, please go back and watch them. It might help you. So right here we've got 2 to the power of 3 subtract 5. So you start with the power first, because remember we've got if you're using the word BIDMAS, so that's I stands for index, so this is an index here. So 2 to the power of 3, that is 8, because that means 2 times 2 times 2. And subtract 5, and that gives us 3. And then for 1b, so in BIDMAS you deal with the bracket first. So in this bracket, we've got 7 add 8, and that's 15. Now that little dot you can see there is not a decimal, but it's representing multiplication. Okay, now we're going to deal with this second bracket. So we've got 10 subtract 6, that's 4, subtract 4, and that's 0. So we're left with 15 times 0, and that's just 0. Okay, so on to question 2a. So I'll bring down this 6, add, and then we deal with the brackets first. Oh, I'm so sorry, my camera is acting up, not being stable. Okay. Right, so dealing with the bracket first, 4 add 2. That's 6, and then remember we said that dot you can see there represents multiplication, and then 2 subtract 2, that's 0. So we deal with multiplication first before addition. So 6 times 0, that's 0, and then we've got 6 plus 0, and that gives us 6. And then for 2b, again this is index. Okay, so index comes before multiplication. So 5 to the power of 2 is the same thing as saying 5 times 5, and that's 25. And then we times that by 3, and then we end up with 75 as our answer. Okay, so moving quickly to question 3a. 7 subtract 6 is 1 over 1. So what I've just done is solve the top of the line first, and then fill in the other numbers. And again, that dot there represents multiplication. So 1 over 1 is just 1 basically, and then 1 times 2, and that's 2, or 2 over 1 if you wanted to write it in the form of a fraction. For 3, so in this one we've got 3 over, now deal with the bottom first of the fraction. So 10 at 7, it's 17, and our answer will be 3/17. So we're just going to leave it like that. And then question 4, we've got brackets there. So I always like to deal with the bracket first, but you can start by writing down everything else as they are. That dot there represents multiplication. 6 subtract 2, that's 4, subtract 4. Now we'll deal with the multiplication first. So 1 times 4, that's 4. So we've still got that 9 on the left and the negative 4 on the right. Now 4 subtract 4, that's 0. So 9 plus 0, and that's 9. Now on to question 4b. So we deal with the numerator first, because this is a fraction. 8 subtract 4 is 4, and then we'll move on to denominator. 3 add 8 is 11. Now it doesn't matter which one you deal with first when it comes to this, but the key thing is to remember that you have to do one part first before you do the other bit. Question 5a. So we've got a multiplication here, so that dot represents multiplication. So 6 subtract 1 times 6 plus 9. So we have 1 times 6 is 6. So on the left we've got 6 minus, then plus 9. And 6 minus 6 is 0, plus 9, and that's equal to 9. And then on to 5b. 10 plus 5, that's 15, and 10 minus 1, and that's 9. Now we can, if we want, or if the question demands it, to simplify. 15 over 9 is the same thing as 5 over 3. So all I've done is find the common number to them. So 3 can go into 15 to give us 5, and 3 can go into 9 to give us 3. And that marks the end of order of operations 5. Thanks for joining me, and see you in the next one. Bye.